Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MXGP Career Mode. My name is Ninjitsu Evolved and this is part 21. Yeah, we're getting towards the business end of this career mode now. We're 2/3 of the way through, hopefully, as long as it should last, because I'm hoping to win this championship in one season. I'm hoping to not have to do a second one, despite the technical issues that we had earlier on a couple of episodes ago. I'm going to give you all a couple of seconds to go check out the previous video if you have missed it. 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who saw last time, we were at Agueda in Portugal. Race number 1. We had, I'm sorry, but race number 1 was fantastic. Race number 1 might be, that final lap of the first race might be my favourite lap of this series to date. Even though I'm pretty sure I may have deafened a few people who are headphone users, I got very excited at part of that lap. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Race number 2, not so much. Race number 2, some big mistakes started to really creep in. It was reminiscent for me of an A in MX2 last season, which was part 8, I believe, of this career mode, where the first race we were electric pretty much all the way through, and then at the end of the 3rd lap we started making mistakes, and then race number 2 we basically made mistakes the entire race long. That's kind of how Agueda was. Now it didn't start, it started off really well, I got a fantastic start, but then the things just kind of went awry. So just a quick reminder on the standings, we do have a 12-point lead at the top of the MX1 World Championship over Kendi Dyker. Clement de Sal slipped to 3rd, he's 19 points back, and Max Nagel is in 4th, he's 24 points back off the top. So the next round is Beto Carrero in Brazil. Quick look at the options before we jump in. As usual, it is 3-lap races with races only, realistic AI difficulty, pro physics, with the only assist being an automatic gearbox. And just to reiterate, we did get more team offers at the end of the previous episode, but as I thought we were going to do, erring on the side of caution, we decided just to stick with the Monster Energy Yamaha bike because it is one hell of a machine. So as I record this episode, the Olympics are taking place in Rio, and fair enough, you know, I understand it's a major sporting event. I'm not watching it because, what's the point? I'd rather be playing games and stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not the show you need to see in Brazil today. This is the show taking place in Brazil. Round number 5 of the MX1 World Championship from Beto Carrero in Brazil. As we now will select our starting gate, ladies and gentlemen, it's the same deal as usual. We go all the way to the outside. So, part 21 of MXGP Career Mode, round number 5 of the MX1 World Championship from Beto Carrero in Brazil. We have to get a good result here because it's not a track where we are strong. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to work. Okay, give me a good start, give me a good start, give me a good start. Stay forward on the bike until you hit 2nd gear. I've learnt how to kind of carry a bit more momentum. Just leave my weight forward until I hit 2nd. Carry speed all the way around the outside. Ooh, overcooking it into there, but oh God, Carls! You swear to God, I want to restart, but the only time I've only ever restarted on this, I'll be honest with you, twice. Okay, once was when my audio equipment messed up partway through the first race, which we've already discussed. It was we ended up missing. I think both times were actually at Sriracha. I could be wrong on that one. Well, once was when my audio equipment messed up. That was in the MX2 season. And the second time was Sriracha a couple of races ago, one of the 2 episodes with extremely bad video quality, which again I'm very sorry for. But I bought a new pad. It's good for some games. it's terrible for racing games. The analog stick just has no feel to it. I mean, it's the sort of pad that, you know, I can play a bit of Tekken Revolution with, or, you know, maybe a little bit of Street Fighter, even though, you know, again, the analog stick is far from the best. But for stuff like this, or I tried playing Gran Turismo 6 with it, and oh my god, no. For those of you who are watching and wondering, no, I didn't use it for the Tokyo round. Basically, the day that I'm recording this, we had the Tokyo round of the CRZ Championship last night. And yeah, that didn't go well either, which is a shame because Tokyo R246 is easily one of my favourite tracks in that game. The next round for that, if you are a fan, I mean, if you haven't seen the series, basically it's a stock CRZ Touring Car Championship that we have on, whoa, that I compete in on gtplanet.net. We race every Wednesday night from, well, basically the lobby opens normally around about 8:30 UK time. First race will normally take place, well, it's meant to start at 9, but it normally happens sometime after because people tend to make and don't show up on time. I swear to God, I need to stop talking. I'm going to punch something. Ladies and gentlemen, Bell End AI, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you thought P-Cars was the worst game in the world for AI, don't get me started on how awful that freaking game is. Yes, I don't own a PS4 or an Xbox One, but I have friends who do, and I have friends who own that game. And yeah, because that's how real cars handle. Sorry, I'm a very negative person, and now I'm taking out my frustrations on everything else because this stupid game is being stupid. Yeah, that made sense, didn't it? This stupid game being stupid. Sound like I'm about 5-year-old. So we're down in 11th place, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be, I mean, Beto Carrero. It's not. I don't like the track. I mean, this first part of the season, it's damage limitation. It's damage limitation until we get to Kagums, and then once we hit Kagums, from there on out, it should hopefully. That's when we should start. Very much like in MX2, which, if these are spoilers for you, you should really have gone back and watched all this by now. No, come on! From Kagums onwards in MX2, it was very much where we just asserted our dominance. Kagums, yes, we got very lucky at the next round. I can't remember the name of it now. The race where we warped space and time. The name of the video was Warping Space and Time because we literally, yeah, the first race we literally glitched to the front. Basically, it's kind of like the glitch we had in the previous race. The only difference was, instead of putting me backwards on the piece of track that I'm supposed to be on, it put me like 2 corners ahead of everybody. Just because. So yeah, it was interesting to say the least. And then, of course, after that came the Lausitz Ring, where we were dominant. The final race at Teutschenthal, which was a track where going in, I couldn't remember it. We were dominant. It's a great little circuit. I mean, Beto Carrero, don't get me wrong, this is it's a challenging track. I don't know if I'd call it fun, but it's challenging. It's not easy. None of the tracks really are. A lot of the tracks, it's just these different riding styles. Different riding styles work better on different tracks. And as I believe I said on the Kagums circuit, I like a circuit where I can go flat out and really attack. That's why this little section here of that track, that little section through the forest, is one of my favourites. And then you get into this Mickey Mouse stuff. That's why I don't like Uddevalla, because Uddevalla, it's you've got to check your brakes on like nearly every jump. You've got to check your speed. It's like, well, why do I have to slow down to jump? I don't like it. Looking for a way past Sean Simpson. It's Yamaha versus Yamaha. I don't want to finish behind him because I want to be fast Yamaha. Tony Cairoli wins out front. You know what it is with how far back up the... Oh, come on! I swear. Sometimes this game is fantastic. Sometimes this game is absolute But and we do a 1:57, so it shows you how quick we were up until that point. Beto Carrero wins, Searle second, Carl's third, where we're in championship rivals. The Dyker only finished one place ahead of us, which is good news. Max Nagel up in fourth, he's going to take a fair few points out of us. Clement de Salle finishes behind us, that's great. And despite our bad ride, once again, we're fastest Yamaha. You know, we're just outperforming the machinery. It seems we're just outperforming the machinery, even though that's a track where I mean, this is what happened the first time. The first time we came here, the first race was bad and it kind of came together for the second. And after the start that we had in that first race, we deserved a far better result. The fact of the matter is, the AI is stupid and just goes, oh, I'm going to drive into you, and then it drives into you because it's got nothing better to do with its life. Because, yeah, curse you AI, curse you hell. So ladies and gentlemen, I've ranting. I'm just in a weird mood today. We head to the second race of this round number 5 of the MX1 World Championship. We need points. I mean, if we can get out of this meeting with this championship lead intact, I will be very happy. It's just, I don't know if that's going to happen. I genuinely don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to work. Yeah, give me a good start. See, a fast start felt nice, but no, apparently not. Apparently not. Kenny Bobashev gets a whole shot. I swear to God. How was that going to knock me off my bike? How was that going to knock me off my bike? Absolute crocker. Oh, come on. It wasn't like I was cutting the corner. I just, you stupid camera. No Nagel. No Nagel. Really frustrated. So we find ourselves battling with Sean Simpson for 6th. We're just going to do it nice up the inside because we're the number 1 Yamaha rider here, son. Don't you forget it. Van Hoorbeek 1.6 clear. We lost a... Whoa! That was not fun. I thought that was game over. Get away, Sean. Trying to get the power, trying to build the speed, trying to catch up to these guys in front. See, even when I'm pushing as hard as I can, I just feel like I can only match them. That little section there that we've just gone through, again, is like my favourite part of this track, and it's like the only place where I feel like I can gain time on these guys. Look, we've stretched out to 2.2 clear of Simpson. Through these little Mickey Mouse section, as we saw at the end of the previous race, it's just like I've got nothing. I could try and brake later, but then the bike gets all snappy. Try to chase down Van Hoorbeek, try to set ourselves up to go down. No, I don't want to go down the inside of there. He's already moving across to defend. When we did that on Simpson, he took us out. We made contact and we went down. Luckily, our bike ended up in front of him and held him up so he couldn't just ride away. Why we still ended up finishing in front of him. We need to stay with people like this. People like Van Hoorbeek. Van Hoorbeek isn't a million miles away from us in the championship. Neither is Max Nagel. It's a good job he's behind us. Don't know where Kenny Dyker is. Don't know where Clement de Salle is. Not sure where Tony Cairoli is, although I think we may be in front of him. It's de Salle in 4th then. It's Van Hoorbeek 5th, we're 6th. De Salle is 4th. Should I go round? No. I was considering going around the outside of Van Hoorbeek, but then I thought, whoa, scrubbed too much speed, didn't mean to make contact. Somehow didn't come off the bike. Surprised that didn't just wash his front wheel straight out. He's taken too much speed into that bit. Boom. Boom. Got him. Need to hold the position. Chasing down Clement de Salle. It's de Dyker just in front of de Salle, so de Dyker's in 3rd. You know, if we get this section right, we're fast. It's this corner here where we get it right, we're carrying the most speed. Not really. It was a decent line, but it wasn't. Oh, look at that though. We've got the braking absolutely perfect. Van Hoorbeek crashed behind us. Whether or not we caused that, I'm not sure. It's a possibility. because we did break a little bit earlier than everybody else. Now it's chasing down Kendi Dyker for the top spot, well, for third. Clement DeSalle's crashed as well, so we're getting past people and then they're not able to run our pace. They're making mistakes trying to run with us. Oh, Strybos has gone down, that's going to hand us third. So is it Cairoli leading? Is Cairoli on his way to a double? Tony Cairoli's found his form. See, this is what's worrying. If it is Cairoli out front, he's definitely found his form. It's either going to be him or it's going to be Bobryshev. If I had to put my money on it being one or two people, watch, it's going to be someone like freaking Tanner Leok now, watch. Final lap. Dyker just in front. We know that we have got some decent speed around this track, even though we don't particularly like it. But very much like when we were here in MX2, the first race is a bit of a shocker, the second race is a bit more respectable. Dyker checked up, man. Where's he brake checking? Doesn't matter, we've got the job done. Oh, he just absolutely tried to steam us down the inside. It is Yevgeny Bobryshev who leads. Just absolutely wiped out as he tried to put on a dirty block pass. Ninjutsu Evolved Special, the filthy crashing block pass. The Dyker's crashed. Dyker has crashed. Strybos has taken him for third. That's good. Now Bobryshev isn't close to us in the championship. He's not as close as the people that we've overtaken. So, you know, it's not terrible finishing second. Don't get me wrong, I'd very much like to challenge him for the win. Come on. It's the problem because this track, I think the problem I have at this track is the same problem that I had when we were here in MX2, which is I get into a rhythm far too late. You know, I'd like to be in this rhythm from the get-go, but that's why we don't run practice and qualifying, because I mean it's just going to make the game too easy if I do. I mean, the AI is fast, but they're not ludicrously so. So Yevgeny Bobryshev takes the victory. We're going to finish in second place. That's a respectable recovery after that first race on a track that I'm not particularly a fan of. Kendi Dyker finishes third, Clement DeSalle fifth, Jeremy Van Hoorbeek sixth, Max Nagel ninth, Antonio Cairoli 16th. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you very much. We finished the meeting in third overall, only finishing behind Tommy Searle, who's not really that close to us in the championship, and he's only taken a point out of us. And Yevgeny Bobryshev, who wins the meeting, and takes 5 out of us. We get a point over to Dyker, we get 2 over Nagel, 2 over Cairoli, 9 over DeSalle. I have to double check and see how many points I've actually scored. Go on, Van Hoorbeek. We've smashed Van Hoorbeek by 12. That's great. And take a look at the championship standings. We were 12 points clear coming into this. It's now 13. Now 13 points clear of Kendi Dyker. So the point that we lost of our championship lead at Agueda, we've gained back here at Beto Carrero. Max Nagel's 26 points back in third. And Yevgeny Bobryshev has jumped up to 4th. He's 28 back. So is Clement DeSalle, but Bobryshev has jumped, leapfrogged DeSalle there. They're tied on points, and then everyone else you can see. So we're going to skip through to the podium celebration. We're back up on the podium for the Grand Prix. Now, if I remember right though, because we did go on a run of GP podiums in the MX2 season, I'm pretty sure we also podiumed at Beto Carrero in MX2. But after that first race, I mean, I wasn't really feeling it, and then like I say, we got into the second race, I had a rhythm, it was established. If I had another couple of laps, I'd have probably been able to get Bobryshev towards the end. This result is hard to swallow, I swear, man. Right, okay, this is why this game annoys me sometimes. Why is that result hard to swallow? I've extended my championship lead. Whatever. Screw you, Milestone. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of part 21 of MXGP Career Mode, round number 5 of the MX1 World Championship. we're definitely into the business end of this career mode now. Like I say, we're more than 2/3 of the way through. Next time out, it's going to be Ernée in France, a meeting that last time was hit and miss. Let's be honest, it was hit and miss. We had a good first race and a poor second race, like Agueda this time out. I mean, when you look at that, Sriracha and Valkenswaard are the only 2 races where really I can say I've been happy with the results that we've taken. I mean, we've been consistent, we've just been consistently mediocre, even though it's been enough to maintain the lead in the championship. But ladies and gentlemen, I will leave it there. Please join us next time for part 22 of MXGP mode from Ernée in France. If you've enjoyed this video and if you've enjoyed this series, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you're new, there is a complete playlist featuring all of the episodes of this career mode there. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.